just
this type of
evolved.
melanin. We didn't need this type of melanin in that northern hemisphere in the ice age. We didn't need this 90 here. We needed to become you to survive in that ice age. So we are you. There's only one man, and that's the black man and woman. It's the human race. That's it. It's only one
And
race.
it's the same thing. If I go to Africa or a desert, I'm turning like a lobster. I'm burning. I can't survive there, but y'all
Here,
can. It's
here's the
adaptation and
thing.
evolve.
That's not true, absolutely. That's not absolutely true.
I mean, after a while, I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna be able to take it. But right now, I'll burn up, and you won't.
No, no, no. See, that's not true exactly. So yes, you will burn at first and you will adapt, but you can't come out there. You have to take it in implements. You can build melanin though, because you are us. You're you're able to build melanin. Don't ever let people know say, oh, you can't go out in the sun without sunscreen. You're able to build melanin.
Oh yeah.
You're able to go out into the sun in increments and build it like hot water. Don't stand in the sun straight up like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be out in the sun. Even black people need to take it easy in the goddamn sun. You gotta come out there, build melanin, come hour at a time, you know what I'm saying, and build that melanin. And before you know it, you got white people out there just goddamn, you know what I'm saying, doing a thing. But you build melanin. You could build melanin. Don't ever let people know or say, oh, let me say something. The sun kills y'all. The sun don't kill white people. The toxins in your blood is what the sun is not accepting. The sun is getting the toxins out of your blood because you don't have melanin, which traps, which protects you from light and the UV, the radiation. Then the radiation touches that blood, your veins, and your blood is actually what's reacting to the UV radiation. And
I know I
this
ain't going to
toxins in
sleep.
your
I
blood
already
will
took my
not make it.
meds.
The sun will not accept you. It will not accept you. It will not accept you. Now, if you black and you come to the tropics and you got toxins in your blood, the sun won't accept your ass either. There's people that are getting sunburnt that's blacker than me. Facts. Because I've been out here for a while. I could tell you. If you're not eating right, I've seen black people come here peeling, darker than me, peeling,
Oh yeah.
getting burnt spots on a shit. Because it's a reaction to the toxins in your blood. So if you are not eating from the earth, which is the sun makes the earth, it grows the food for you, and you're supposed to be eating from that. If you're eating third party, the sun will not accept you. It will deny you, and no matter what color you are. It's just that black people, they block out the sun, so they trap in the toxins in their bodies. We make it worse anyway. So let's look at it for what it is. It's not a black or white thing. It's a human thing. And until we're able to look at the phenotypes of our own self and be like, wow, that's me. That's a reflection of me. Wow, that's me. And understand things biologically, epigenetically, will we ever become gods? Gods don't look at things emotionally or subjectively. You've seen Roots, so now you mad at all white people. That's subjective thinking.
Hmm.
Gods don't think like that. You understand what I'm saying? And besides that,
You're right.
we are all cosmic energy. So you can find the most beautiful hearted because of the exaltations in their natal chart. Like you could be of white skin but have a heart more genuine than someone with dark skin that has debilitations in their chart that makes their energies fucked up. So you understand what I'm saying? So I never judge people by their skin. I always judge people by their astrological chart. But if you an evil motherfucker and you lack melanin, you're gonna be a real evil motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Melanin gives us connection to what we all are. If you lack melanin and you a detached motherfucker, you would be like more of a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an energy, if you are a white person or a less pigmented person, and you have Aquarius and Libra in your chart or air in your chart a lot, you could be an evil. Let's say you have a whole bunch of Libra in your chart, right? And you a white person, you could be an evil motherfucker, a shut off motherfucker. But that's if you have Virgo Venus, you know what I'm saying? Aries moon in the fucking 10th house type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, use a fucking a Libra. You know what I'm saying? Where your sun is debilitated in Libra and you white, white people out there. You know what I'm saying? Because depending on your astrological energy, meeting your astrology, yeah, that counts. So you want to judge a person by the astrological energy before anything. Then you know what kind of person that energy is. Whereas that's where you want to look. So with you just knowing that, you know, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
But it was nice kicking it with you, man. I'm glad you came in. It was nice dialogue with you. You feel me?
It was nice talking to you too. I'm gonna keep watching you. Add me again. We'll talk again.
I love myself. I'm gonna take my next caller. Next caller is BS Weed.
What's up?
Peace, God. Peace, God. You feel it? Got it.
I'm good. Like, why don't they let you know on Instagram that you about to get in the video, or like give you the option to accept or not accept? Like anything could have been happening. That shit is annoying.
Watching and you're gonna be paying attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So what I wanted to know. What you say?
No, I'm listening. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, Brandy from Detroit.
Okay.
Okay. So what I wanted to know about is, like, you know how you were speaking about the signs, different signs within the sign.
Right.
How do you figure that stuff out? How do you know what are the signs that you have?
You got to get your natal chart done. I would recommend you go to tarot.com. Write this down.
I can remember it though.
You got another phone or something you can write it down on?
Hold on.
Just take your time. Take your time. Go get a pen and paper. I'm gonna tell you.
You said a pen and paper. Wait, I'm bugging. Okay.
Another phone. Okay.
It's a shame that I have to go through all of this to find a pen. Hold on one sec. I'm used to typing everything. Why you turning comments off? People be wild in the comments. All right, let me see. Now you said it's called what?
It's called tarot.com. TAROT.com.
Okay. And like, so that's all I really want to know. And
also, I want to let you know, if you go to, and write this down. If you go to YouTube, right? And you go to Carbonation TV.
Okay.
You go to the playlist. On the playlist, you're going to look for Astrology 101. The astrology playlist. I have on my YouTube, I have astrology playlist. It gives you all the
Wait 1 second. Let me just pull it up now so I can see. You said it's what's the name of the channel? Or whatever.
Carbonation TV, man. You don't know my channel?
Sorry, no, I can't think that straight right now. Carbonation TV on YouTube.
Yeah, just take your time. That's why I turned the comments off, because when you live, you can feel energy.
I won't be paying attention to the comments. I don't care about the comments. You make me a little nervous. It's the energy. That's how I know how the other girls feeling.
Okay.
Wait, Carbonation.
What? You know how the other girls... What?
Carbonation TV. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
And then on the channel...
Nature Boy is just like us. He's not a star.
You're going to see the playlist. Click on playlist. When you go to playlist, look for astrology. Take your time. I'm going to tell you right now, in this age and time, we're looking for instant gratification, right? You see right there with Now, you on the page, you got to subscribe. Go ahead, click subscribe. Unless you're not signed in to nowhere.
Oh, no, it's signed in. It says subscribe. I just subscribed right there. See? It's a scrap now.
Okay, now scroll down. You got live classes right there that I've done. There it is, astrology, right
Where?
there. Go down. Go down.
Down.
Scroll back down. No.
Down.
Go back
Wait,
up.
up.
I can't see it. Go back up. Go back up. Okay.
Oh, right here. Astrology.
So you click that up. That's a whole bunch of videos, right? Teaching you
Okay,
about
yes,
astrology.
hour and
You gotta take your time now. I'm gonna tell you something. Look,
Okay.
right?
I'm trying to turn it around.
Take your time, because in this age we're looking for instant gratification. We don't have an attention span of a damn. We got attention span of a 2-year-old. We can't take nothing in because we don't sit down and take time and listen. And even when we listening, we can't take but so much knowledge in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta chill, relax, and just focus to learn something. Take notes,
Right.
learn, and really get into it. Like, you have to be able to have the ability to focus. What's your sign?
Cancer, and I swear that's one of my main problems. It's so difficult for me to just focus. I'm like, yes, I'm like all over the place. So it's like, I can.
How many kids you got?
I have 2 children.
That's why you can't focus. Cause
So I can when I really want to. It's just
children have got.
You said that what?
Children are
No, I have joint custody with their dad. So like,
Stop it, Nature
like,
Boy. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
like
it. Stop it. Stop it.
Saturday,
Stop it.
Come back until Saturday.
Now you
I have joint custody.
Nature Boy. Oh man, you
got
disrespected, man.
teach and learn yourself, but you gotta focus. You gotta turn your phone off. You gotta stop thinking about other shit. You just gotta settle down and be like, okay, I'm gonna learn.
Oh, so she's supposed to diss her kids now.
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
All right.
I'm about to watch this now.
I know you're gonna finish watching it live. I know you're gonna finish that.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Yes.
I love myself.
Peace.
Peace. Thanks for calling in. All right, y'all. People being negative. On the starch. That's good. Okay, let's see if we're gonna take the next person. Not everything that glitters is gold. I know it's always good to say compliments and stay positive, but we are so consumed with how things.
Hey, Nature Boy. Hey. Yo, man. A lot of stuff has been popping off with you in this past year, man. Yo, bro, you going through a revelation, man. Oh my God, man. I try not to throw no stones. I was all up in your comment section trolling you, but I wasn't really trolling. I was trying to tell you the truth. I ain't pointing out none of your sins. Hey, Christian, can you go somewhere with that, please? This is important, bro. Turn that off. Yeah, I want to go back to that polygamy thing, man, because I've been watching
you. What's your name and where you calling from, bro?
All right, my name is Rob, and I'm calling from Broward County, Florida, and a lot of stuff is going on, man. I really feel like there's, we really close to that time, you know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about that polygamy thing real quick, and I just feel like women just want to be dominated, like you said, man, in all kind of ways and aspects. Women just want to be dominated, and that's just how nature works, and that's just how the world's supposed to work. And
what?
Honestly, when it comes to having multiple wives, I feel like you should just not bite more than you could chew. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could do whatever you want as long as you can have it under control. You know what I'm saying? Because just like Abraham had one wife that couldn't have a baby, and then she let her maid, she gave him permission to be with the maid, and then she had the baby. So she got jealous once that happened. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted it to happen. So what I'm feeling is that people, God gives authority to people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, in my opinion, you could do whatever God permits you to do, and he handled everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? And there's only one Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
Hey, y'all got that? I'm doing another one right now. That cut off. They just cut it off. So he was talking about something stupid anyway. So it don't matter. I didn't cut him off. The video ended.
Yes, he is, Queen Charlotte.
I mean, the internet, I don't know. The live ended. It didn't give me no countdown or nothing. It just ended. Did you see me? I didn't cut nothing off. Cut him off. Oh, facts. That's what it is. Yeah. Nah, I didn't cut him off. But he was disrespectful anyway. He know my name is Chief. I don't like to be called Nature Boy. Who the fuck call me Nature Boy no more?
I call you Nature Boy.
Slick, disrespectful.
You ain't no chief. What have you done? Do you know what a chief is, Nature Boy?
Some people are slick with it. They try to. You ever know somebody like try to throw jabs at you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? On some slick shit. Some people like try to come in your face and disrespect you. Like, yo, on some shit, I was trolling you, but I wasn't trolling you though. I was really on some.
See, Nature Boy, I troll you.
Like, as soon as you call me Nature,
But I want all the kings and queens and kings. I want them to see how evil you is.
You already know.
That's all I want them to see, how evil you is. That's why I'm not chopping up these live stream. I want to show the whole life.
You don't see Nature Boy nowhere on my shit. Nature Boy is something that dudes like to call me that disrespectful. You know? They know my name is Chief. They don't want to call me Chief. He say eating cereal.
Listen, before I call you Chief, what do you mean by Chief? Do you mean that you are the Most High God, Jesus Christ?
Absolutely.
All right. So, do you believe the Christ had a father?
No.
So he was
The
talking
Christ
to
can't
himself.
have a father. Christ is everything. The Christ is one with the Father. It ain't no father when you the Christ. You everything when you become the Christ. You don't know what it means to be a Christian.
I don't think people should be overly religious. You know, but I just wanted to talk about the polygamy thing. The reason, all right. You see, I don't have an issue with polygamy. The only thing I have an issue with is people trying to be in control of things they have no control over, and it drives them crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you can have multiple wives and give each one the respect and love that they're looking for, you could do that. But if you can't handle, you know, certain things, like Abraham, like I said, he had one wife, and then she couldn't have a baby, so she gave him permission to be with the maid who had his baby. Eventually, she got jealous, and God blessed her with a baby for Abraham. So, at the end of the day, it's up to you have to give the woman has to be the face of the man, and you have to be the face of the God. You know what I'm saying? So it is like a line that goes down, and when it comes to a chain of command. So if you call yourself a chief, I'll call you a chief. But I personally have visions. I personally spoke to God. He spoke to me. I talked to him back. He don't reply. He doesn't work the way we think. But when it comes to being a man, everything you think about what a man should be, that's God. And I believe that God is just a man and a more powerful version of us. And we're just a lesser version of that God on this earth. So, of course, we're going to be struck by fear. We're going to be worried about death, wanting to live a long time and stuff like that. We all have the same thought processes, which makes us almost the same, people the same.
Are you
in a certain
polygamous?
type of way. Like you said, you pointed out something earlier that I gotta agree with, because I disagree with you for a long time on a lot of stuff, but you had said something earlier, like we're polygamous accidentally, because you see a woman who have a baby by a different man, and she have another baby by a different man. She say she's not polygamous, but the lifestyle that we live in, people are accidentally becoming polygamous because of the mistakes that we made.
Is that accidentally or is that nature prevailing?
I believe nature is Satan's church, and God, he constructs, and he'll give you measurements on how to build and how to use nature to make your own.
God is a he. God is a he to you.
The voice sounded like a man to me. The voice, God sounded like a man. God sounded like a man, but I can't really put a gender on it. I don't want to put a gender on it, because I believe God came down here. Jesus Christ came down here for the woman and to save the woman, because he said, go on and sin no more. They were trying to kill that woman, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, like, he came down here. He did something real for that woman, bro, and it caused him to get killed. He had to die for saving that prostitute. So it's a life for a life, man. We got to understand that we out here making sacrifices, that we are small versions and big versions of God, and he uses us in the ways that he wants to use us, and it's up to us he gives us the free will.
On God or you not? Which one, man?
Oh, I'm just using it because of I'm gonna say, all right, the woman. You see, I've been listening to you and Pharaoh, because I don't want to be religious. Pharaoh isn't a Christian, but you believe in some Christian aspects.
Since you've been on the phone. You've been religious since you've been on the phone.
See, I was in the middle of knocking down all types of religion when I heard this, man. So, like, at the end of the day, when it comes to polygamy, the only thing I can say about a man and a woman being together, you know, in my opinion, it's up to how much a man could take and how much he can offer that woman, and see if it's going to work out, because jealousy leads to a lot of different things. And then you have to keep sleeping one eye open and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to really watch yourself when you playing. I believe God is a jealous God, but jealousy can lead to a treacherous heart that could lead to other things that are beyond comprehension. Like, there's a lot of things that you don't even need to think about because we know.
If God is the only God, how can God be a jealous God?
I believe God is with the women too. I believe women want to be dominated and we the face of God, but women are looking for a higher purpose, just like people are. But women are looking for things to do.
Then what is the woman?
The woman, exactly. She's the man. She got 2 X chromosomes. If anything, she's a more complete version. If anything, she was made to be a servant. God is trying to humble the man to be like a servant. Like
what?
He became a servant to his own disciples.
A woman is made to be a servant.
The woman is the real God, then, right?
I cannot believe
if you follow a woman, it will lead you to your grave. Simple. She'll set your ass up.
Queens, this is one of the reasons I have to live to 100. I cannot believe what Nature Boy is teaching our young kings. Nature Boy is pretty much teaching our young kids. If you're raising a son, Nature Boy is pretty much teaching your son to hit women. And if you have a daughter, Nature Boy is pretty much telling your daughter to let a man hit you. That's what Nature Boy is teaching our kids.
And have this woman, and because she could do the things, but it's supposed to be in a spiritual manner where you're supposed to get blessed. Like, they're supposed to bless you, and you're supposed to bless them, and it's supposed to be like something that go on, you know, like forever, like bald eagles. They stay with one forever. You know, we don't. And like how you talk about the government, I really feel like women should be in control of the communities. Women should be in control of the government, and men should be in control of the whole earth.
You a water sign?
What do you mean by water sign?
Are you a water sign, like a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer?
Scorpio is water?
Yeah. You a water sign?
You see, what happened was when I was born on a leap year, I don't got a sign.
right, you have a nice day, brother. That nigga's a Scorpio. All right, so next caller on the list.
Peace, Reflection. How you doing, Chief?
Peace, God. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm great. I got a couple questions for you. All right. What y'all was talking about earlier, you and that woman, the information that was taken out of the Bible, and about polygamy and stuff.
So what's your name? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, I'm Ruben. I'm coming from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your question with that?
All right. You know how they took several things out the Bible, and do you teach what they took out that we're supposed to know?
Maybe they didn't put things in the Bible. Maybe
They didn't put things in
because they got those off the walls and the scribes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
the
okay.
knowledge
So
in the Bible came from Egypt, right?
yeah, correct.
So I don't think they took stuff out the Bible. I think they didn't put stuff in the Bible.
Well, you know what happened with the Catholic Church and the leaders of that time, where they removed certain scriptures. Like certain disciples had their own
Bro, where the ice at?
what do they have again?
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. I remember.
Put it in the refrigerator. I'll get that later. All right. What'd you say?
Certain scriptures were removed from the Bible, like the book of Adam and Eve,
Okay.
the cave of
So
treasures.
what's going on?
So my question was, what did you mean by gods are watching us and gathering knowledge about us?
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that, bruh. What are you talking about?
When you was talking to that one lady, when she was asking you about polygamy and stuff, and you were saying polygamy is not wrong, but the gods are like learning from us, like what we do.
Damn, I didn't say that at all.
I must have heard it. I must have heard it wrong. But I was confused about the part where you was talking about the gods, like as in plural. When you say gods,
The gods are the humans that know that they are everything and everything is them. Anybody that has come to the understanding that everything is you and you are everything, that you are God, are the gods.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the 5 sciences you teach, does it go against what our Lord God and Savior teaches, like astrology? Because parts of the Bible says astrology is not to be. You're not supposed to go seek out astrology from men.
Yet the 3 wise men found Jesus through astrology, through astronomy.
That exactly. So it's like certain parts contradict itself. So that.
Yeah. The 3 wise men found Jesus through the stars.
So it's not wrong for us to use astrology, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Astrology is our true science.
Mm-hmm.
That is the mechanics of the mind. Astrology is the way.
Mechanics of the mind.
The mechanics of the mind.
We were created to be in God's image and God's descendants. And there's no way God allowed us to use animals as sign, because the astrology is something that they put together to make you believe you belong to a certain sign.
Does somebody else want to have a conversation?
I was told us we created
Nature boy.
God's image and God.
Nature boy, you better not disrespect. You better not disrespect, Nature boy. Let this queen speak her peace.
And sort out us.
Because we wasn't created. You can't create energy. You can't destroy it. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. We always will be, and we always are. We never was created. We were transformed. It's a difference.
The Bible says God created man in his image and his resemblance. And
the Bible was written by a man.
If he paid me $1 million,
The Bible was written by a man.
talk him,
if the Bible
his
was
followers,
written by
rather
man,
beat
so
him
that's
and
me.
hang him upside down and beat him.
What do we have to listen to some kind of him? Why we have to
So
listen to him?
you're listening to a man that told you
The
that
Bible
God
was
said
inspired
something.
by the Spirit of God.
The Holy
So
Spirit.
you're still
Yes.
trusting a man.
He was
Trusting a man that wrote the Bible that told you that God.
but it
said
was inspired by
You understand what
God.
I'm saying, bro?
Astrology is inspired by God too, also,
No,
right?
astrology is man-made. They're trying to
I don't
make
think
you,
it's
they're trying to
man-made.
make you believe that you belong
Okay,
to a
so here we
certain
go.
sign.
Okay.
do
Well, I
understand
guess we
that.
can't get nowhere with this one.
No, we can't. What are you talking about?
She's choosing what man to believe. She believes that that Bible was inspired by God.
I said
She
the word of God
believes
was
that the
inspired
man that
by
wrote that
God.
Bible was inspired by God. She's
Interpretation of-
choosing to believe in that. She's choosing to believe that the Bible was a man inspired by God when the truth was King James, who wrote that Bible, was
He
not
didn't write
inspired
it. He
by
translated it.
no good.
King James translated the Bible. I know
Okay,
every
so that means
translation
if he
of the
translated,
Bible, every translation of the Bible, every word of it, they are not the correct word. If you look in Hebrew,
King James has
translation
a
is
version of the Bible.
But
He
not
didn't
because
translate.
That's true. He
It
did have
doesn't
a
say
version of the Bible.
it doesn't say King James translation. It says King James version.
It
It doesn't say translation. There's a difference between a version and a translation.
Mm-hmm.
Like
because
if I ask her the
different
question,
translation, that's why that's
listen,
his
let me ask her a question, right?
that's his version
I'm
of
gonna ask her the question. She
translation.
needs to calm down.
He has a question.
Hold on. Who wrote the Gospel of Matthew?
Who wrote the Gospel of Matthew?
Yeah.
Okay,
Was it not written by Matthew?
Matthew wrote the Gospel of Matthew.
Who wrote the Gospel of Matthew?
Matthew.
Okay, now, I want you to do your homework on that. Go to Google and look up who wrote the Gospel of Matthew, who wrote the Gospel of John, who wrote the Gospel of Mark, and who wrote the Gospel of Luke. What you're going to find out is Matthew didn't wrote it. It's called the Gospel according to Matthew. That's what it's called. It's the Gospel according to Mark. The Gospel
Okay, according to what they say.
according to
what
means
testimony.
wait, let me finish.
Let me say something. Don't put
Let me
me.
finish.
Let me
Let me
say
finish.
something.
Go ahead,
Finish. Hold up. I don't want to hang up on this lady.
No. Let me say something.
Hold up, man. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. I want you to Google for
I
yourself.
understand. I heard that part.
I want you to look it up for yourself. Matthew
I understand.
did not.
I understand what you're saying.
Listen, you can't scream over me and then tell me you understand. You can't scream
I
over me.
do. You said stupid.
You gotta
I
listen.
said
You
do
gotta
not
listen. You
understand
gotta let
that.
me
In
finish what I'm
chat,
saying.
say
Go ahead.
I'm
You gotta
waiting
let me
to
finish
hear
what
a
I'm saying.
debate with you and Nature Boy.
Right? So what you gotta understand is that Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark did not write those books.
Queen Giselle. I'm sitting back learning from Nature Boy because me and him is gonna have a talk. You know what? I don't want to go up there, right? And I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to go up there and look like Vic. Not saying Vic didn't do nothing wrong. I understand what position Vic was in. But I don't want to go up there looking like a fool. When I get up there, I'm going to dethrone Nature Boy. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to dethrone him.
Now, many times, this was a gospel according to Matthew. First of all, we have to understand that a name is John? We don't have a John in Africa.
Curse. That's the
Who
problem.
is
I have
Luke?
okay.
We don't have Luke in Africa.
You don't have to use bad language when you're trying to make a point.
I have a question. What
Because if you're trying to be a leader, you have to. I understand what you're doing. It's a good thing, but you're trying to be a leader.
The five sciences you teach. Can you name them for me so I can list it?
Okay. Astrology. He trying to get away from that lady. Hey, yo, astrology.
Yeah, bro. I'm here. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to understand.
Right. She tried to make an argument. Astrology.
Yeah.
Biology. Epigenetics, biology. Put this in biology. Bruce Lipton. Epigenetics. On biology.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You feel me?
My man walked the fuck away on her. He's like, yo, what's that again? He trying to get the knowledge to get out of the system. My man trying to collect the knowledge. He's trying to argue. Yo, all right. So the first science is astrology.
Yeah.
Learn your natal chart. The second science. And let me give you the rest of the information on astrology. On astrology, you want to go to tarot.com. This is what you put in astrology. Tarot.com. TAROT.com.
Isn't that that's not witchcraft?
No, we all listen. Let me tell you something about witchcraft.
Yeah.
Witchcraft is what we're doing right now. Witchcraft is how you use your mind and your belief system. Whatever you believe in, you casting spells right now. If you say, yo, I'm gonna be a millionaire, you cast a spell and you believe that, then you casted a spell. You have to understand witchcraft so that you don't become the spookism. You can't be locked in spookism, bro. Witchcraft is everything.
Yeah.
Everything is really. They told you not to look into this so that you can be scared of it, so that you won't take your power, dog. And I gotta let you know that witchcraft is everywhere. Whatever you believe in, like that lady back there, they don't put spell on that lady. She is binded by her beliefs because of the spells that's been casted on her mind since the day she was born. She has a belief system. Somebody said she on that hoodoo. That hoodoo.
The English language itself is casting spells.
Right. So what we have to understand is that we are all witches and wizards. We are all sorcerers. Life is magical. You understand? So astrology, when I said tarot.com, that's just to go get your birth chart read. I'm not telling you to get into all the cards and shit like that.
Yeah.
You want to go to tarot.com, TAROT.com. You want to make sure you get an essential birth chart report. It's called an essential birth chart report, right? And if you got a girl or if you got a lover, go get a compatibility report. Because this first start with your essential birth chart report, because that's going to break down everything to you, right?
Yeah.
Now, once you read that chart and you got that over with, go to my YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to a playlist called Astrology on my Carbonation TV page. Go to a playlist called Astrology. Go to my playlists and go to Astrology. Then watch all of those videos. Take your time, watch all those videos. I'll break down astrology so that you can understand it clearly. So that when you see after you read your essential birth chart, when you hear the stuff I'm saying, you can look back on your chart and be like, oh shit, okay, my sun is in this, my moon is in this. See, the cosmos as above, so below. What goes on in the cosmos is going on down here. They don't want you to look up. Yet they found Jesus by looking up. You understand what I'm saying? They want to keep that away from you so that you could remain immortal and not become a god.
Yeah,
you want to become a god.
Mm-hmm.
You are here in the age of Aquarius, the age of information, to learn as much as you need to learn to expand your mind so that you can become powerful. Knowledge is power.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So now we got astrology now. Boom. I gave you an instruction for astrology.
Biology.
I want you to biology. I want you to study something. I want you to study somebody called Bruce Lipton. Bruce Lipton. Epigenetics. Study.
Was he a scientist?
His videos as you can, huh?
He was a scientist.
He's a biologist, exactly, a biologist. Study Bruce Lipton's work. His work. Study. Take time. Study that shit. Just watch it. Study it. Listen to him. Take notes. He's gonna tell you all about biology. Study the basics of biology. What is a gene? What is a DNA? Put this in. What is a DNA? What is DNA? What is the gene? What is DNA? What is important that we know that you need to know. You need to know what those are. Then study Bruce Lipton, epigenetics. So this way you can see how their mood is here. Control life now, because we are acting at control. People are controlled. If you can modify the knowledge, then you can make them do what you want them to do. We're all computers. Now, the third.
All right, he's shot. Hello. I said, okay, Uncle Kenny.
Science is quantum physics.
Okay. You got it.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Start there. That's quantum physics.
You got it.
Physics. The fourth science. You ready?
Yeah.
Melanin. Melanin.
Okay.
Put carbonation melanin in YouTube and study melanin. Much information you can study about melanin. Just put melanin in YouTube and watch all those videos. Take your time one day out the week.
Meals, and you do what I say, or you get out.
And watch all of them collect as much knowledge. Just watch the video.
I want to. And impregnate as many wives as I want to.
You know how you know what I'm saying? So, melanin, study melanin.
Now she just didn't understand. She just didn't understand what she agreed.
Yeah.
He is God. He says he's chief.
So here's the thing, brothers from my own. I believe in the Christ. I believe in the Christ. I believe of what humans become when they become the Christ. I believe in the Christ. I believe in Jesus, the Christ. I believe in the Christ, the mind of the Christ. The Christ is the I am. Jesus said he was God.
Yeah.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
He was stoned and killed because he said he was God. But he told you that you was God. We all are God. And what we believe.
Didn't he say he was the son of God?
I'm going to give you the last science, and I'm going to give you our belief here.
Yeah.
The last science is grounding, which goes right into the belief.
Grounding?
There's a movie called Grounding. And it starts with a guy in the snow.
Is you talking about when you're barefoot in the wilderness?
The human body was never designed to not touch the ground. You got rubber is an insulator. Wood is an insulator. But these are the things that are on the bottom of your shoe. So Babylon is a coat that disconnects you from the organism that we live on. We was always supposed to walk around barefoot, so that we have a divine connection to the organism. Imagine if your cells in your body were not connected to who you are. Imagine if we insulated the cells in your body so they didn't have an electrical connection to who you were. Right?
Right.
What you would see is that the cells would start acting in ways that would say that they wasn't a part of that organism. So then this creates disease. And so
he's teaching our kids that
don't you get disease
you have
by
rubber
what you
on your
eat?
feet. You have rubber on your feet, wood on your feet when you sleep off the ground.
Yeah.
When you're not sleeping on the earth, when you're not connected to the earth, you cannot properly download the uploads that you and I can go into that later. But here's our belief. We believe that we ourselves that make up the body of God. Now, humans, the earth plane is the inside of the body of God. Like, we believe that we live inside of God. We believe that we live on the inside of the body of God, and each one of us are cells, fractal cells, that make up God. Like the cells in your body, right? They look at you as God. You're the thinking, compelling force of the nature of your body. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the cells in your body cannot say, I am not. What's your name?
Ruben.
I'm not Ruben. I'm thinking. The cells in your body are you.
Mm-hmm.
For your cells in your body to say, I'm not Ruben,
Right.
would be blasphemy.
Contradicting itself.
Your cells think that they're not you. You got problems, big problems. The more your cells know that we are the body, we are, the more conscious your cells is, the more healthy you will be.
The more I'm in control.
We believe that we are a type of cell that makes up the body of God. We believe that the tree is a neuron cell. We are neuron cells, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
We believe that we're neuron cells in the body of God. We make up the body of God. It's like your cells make up you. We have a function. We do the same thing in the body of God as a fractal universe, right? So when you look at our body, you could just say, you're living. Imagine if you was a cell in your own body and you were walking around and it looked just like this. But you were so small and so tiny that you could never fathom the fact that you made up a body, that you was inside of a whole body. And we believe that we, each of us, are the same being, broken up into many pieces of itself,
Right.
only to live in harmony with it. So now, the birds, the bees, lions, tigers, and bears are different cells in the body of God, and they make up the equilibrium system that make up God. And anytime we harm an animal or we harm the trees or nature, we are literally harming our own self, our higher self, which we call God, right? But here's the thing, that God that we live in, that we make up as cells, is you on a higher, that's your higher self. So you live as a cell that makes up your higher self. So your job is to stay connected to your higher self so that you can get the messages. So how you do that, you stay in tune with nature, you stay grounded, you study the knowledge. This is what our belief system has led us to. So God, the concept of God becomes something that's not separate of you. You are the fractal mini version of God. You live inside God. Your cells look at you as God, and their cells look at them as God. And it's fractal, it's infinite, a body within a body within a body within a body. You understand what I'm saying? This is the science and the knowledge that we believe in, and we have come. This is when you're fully awake. When you're fully conscious, you realize this consciousness. This is when you're fully awake. Once you have understood this, and you have to go, I'm giving it to you in conceptualized form, but once you have experienced and have traveled through your DMT, which is your pineal gland produces DMT in your being. And when your blood, when you eat from the earth organically, when you move closer to the sun, when you connect to the earth long enough, you will have an experience that will allow you to understand the knowledge that we teach.
That's the purpose of fasting, right? To get closer.
Well, you don't want to fast. You want to eat the food you're supposed to eat because your food is your medicine. You never want to make yourself. You never want to deny.
When I say fast, I mean only eat greens, only eat what God produced, not the genetically modified food, not the fluoride water.
Then let's not call it fasting. Let's say change our lifestyle. Let's not call it fasting. Let's call it what it is. We need to change our life.
Right.
It's a lifestyle. Fasting entails that you're going to stop the fast and you're going to go back to doing what the hell you were doing before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so now you got the sciences, and now you got our beliefs. Our belief system is that we are God. We are cells in the body of God. We're not separate of it. We make up it. We make up our higher self, and that is our higher self. So when we pray to God, we know, like guess what? The cells in your body have instructions from you. Your body is telling the nature or the equilibrium or the sustainable system of your body is telling your body what to do, what to say. And so you don't want your body to be sick, do you? No. So you have the will to make sure you don't get sick by feeding yourself the right food. And your will controls and becomes the controlling force. So you are the nature of your being and the nature of your cells and the God of your cells. See what I'm saying? But your cells cannot say, I am not God, when your cells make up you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why Jesus was like, we are gods. And he was like, yo, we are God. We make up God. You know? And so the cells in the body that don't know this become disconnected and become sickness in the body of God.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is our belief system, what carbonation stands for. And I hope that you study well, and I hope that you take the time to become one of our greatest leaders to move forward. I hope that you move to the jungle, get your passport, you and your tribe or your family, your frequency or whatever you find. And I hope that each and every one of you do as we do and leave the system peacefully. Do not owe anybody anything. I'm not talking about student loans. You ain't got to worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't be worried about that. You know, that's a straw man.
You feel me?
But I'm saying that you get your passport and you move closer and give yourself a better connection because they're blocking out your sunlight. They're using your water against you. What?
No, I'm up. You keep going. That's one. That's two.
They're blocking out your sunlight. They're blocking out your water. The water helps carry minerals through your body. But if your water already has a chemical in it, it can confuse the minerals.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So your water that you shower in is essential. Then you have your oxygen levels. You're sitting inside all day in you know, we live in the jungle right here. I'm inside because I don't want to, it was raining. But usually I'm outside and getting this fresh air. But these trees, you're supposed to be living in a forest where you're supposed to be breathing in oxygen that allows your brain to come out of the state of hypoxia. We have different brain waves that oxygen impedes. So when you have a certain amount of oxygen, your brain is actually able to pick up high level frequencies of thought. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we move out of Babylon.
If you're not breathing into your diaphragm and your body is not receiving enough oxygen, fresh air, you know, they charge you extra money to live by the beach. The beach is where most of our oxygen comes from. You understand what I'm saying? The beach is where most of our oxygen comes from. If you pollute the water, then you know what I'm saying? If you pollute the water, then the oxygen is polluted. Too much carbon. You know what I'm saying? So, also watch a movie called Cowspiracy. Watch that. That's a good movie.
Cowspiracy?
Cowspiracy. Another good movie is Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives. You know what I'm saying? That's another one.
Is that cow movie about?
You guys get a divorce? You could be like, okay, we went into what you want to do. Either I keep the house, or you're gonna give me half of my money back, or I stay in this house and I give you half the money back. What you want to do? There you go. You go your way, I go mine. Plain simple. I hope it don't be like that, but you know, I don't want my daughters. Man, tell them, you stay home, cook for me, and clean, all right? And make babies for me.
Like, it's two frequencies. But it's about these kids that vibrate on a certain level, and
Make babies for me.
you'll find.
Baby girl, you don't do that because that man cannot go to any time he wants. You have nothing. Everything's in his name. Don't listen to no man when it comes to that. You have nothing. Oh, Pinky, what?
Everything, you feel me?
Oh, you gonna be straight with that. After Bruce Lipton, you gonna be lit.
Bruce Lipton,
Forks
the
over
biologist.
knives. Forks over knives. The movie's called Forks Over Knives.
Forks over now. I might watch that one first.
Right. All right. I love myself, yo.
Love myself.
Peace to the gods. That's a smart kid right there. He wrote everything down. Yo, he gonna be in there. Well, I didn't give that boy so much weapon. He might be cheap. He might study. If he really gonna study all that shit, he gonna be a beast. Boy, he gonna be so powerful, especially if he got talent like he can talk. Man, I just gave y'all the business. I really just gave them the business. He gonna be Chief Junior, right? What's up, Antivirus? Man, it's good to be back, man. Talk to y'all, man. He got away from that lady that was insulating the message. He was like, man, look, I don't even know where she came from. Peace, God.
Peace, Chief.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. Okay, so I have a question.
I like your beads.
Thank you. So I would like to know, how do I know about my birth chart, my natal chart, and what sign?
Can I know your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Monique, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Englewood,
New
what
Jersey.
part of Jersey you in?
Englewood.
Englewood?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I want to know, how can I tell what signs I'm compatible with? Like, how do I read my natal chart? How do I understand all those things? Because I've been watching you and I've been following you for a while now, and I'm trying to leave. Y'all got me wanting to leave so bad, but my husband don't want to leave.
Hey, but you got to leave him and let him follow you. So listen, you don't let nobody cause you to stuff. Listen, I want to say this. Get you a pen and paper because I'm gonna give you the instructions. You ready?
Look, I got it already right here.
Good. All right, look. For astrology, first thing you want to do is you want to go to tarot.com.
That's not right.
Okay.
It's going to cost you about $20 for this reading, right?
Okay.
Also, while you at it, you want to get it. You're going to be doing it for yourself.
Okay.
I don't want to do it for you.
Okay.
Because if you do it for yourself, you're going to empower yourself. You'll never want other people to have your power.
Right.
You have every right to know what I know.
Right.
I want to teach you it. I don't want to do it for you. Even though I can give you my own little reading, I still want, and I can still do that.
Right.
But I still want you to have the power to be like, I know what that means. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rather than give you the fish. I want to teach you how to fish. All right, so go to tarot.com.
Okay.
And get an essential birth chart report. This is your natal chart. This is your natal chart. You can get one for your husband. You can get one for you. You can get one for your chick. Whatever you want. They're like $20 a pop.
Okay.
$15 a pop.
All right.
Read that whole thing. It's a long chart for you. It's really worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, wow, this thing is so accurate. How the fuck do they know that? It's very accurate, and you gonna love it.
Right.
Then I want you to go to my YouTube. It's Carbonation TV.
I'm following every last one of those, but I don't think I'm following the TV one. Let me see. Carbonation TV. I'm writing it down.
On YouTube, though. On YouTube, I want you to go to Carbonation TV. I'm building a website right now where you're going to have all my knowledge organized. It's all getting organized as we speak.
Right.
You're going to be able to go online. You're going to be able to see everything just organized. I'm putting it together for y'all so well that all I'm going to be able to do is say, go to my website. And you're going to be like, yo, everything going to be organized for you. The 5 sciences, everything.
Right.
I'm going to be doing live classes, everything. It's all coming. Watch. Right. But it's gonna be membership based. So if you're taking it serious, if you're really taking it serious, and you're really about this knowledge, then you're gonna have to get a membership. You know what I'm saying? So, but we gonna have different levels of it. But check this out. After you get your essential birth chart report from tarot.com, I want you to get a compatibility report for you and your husband, because I can tell y'all going through shit right now. Right? So now you can see why. You might have energies that are not agreeing with this energy.
Exactly.
And now at least you can read it and be like, wow, this is what we're going through. Shit. All because it's our signs? Yes. Everything is mathematical. And astrology is the mechanics of the mind. So get you it's called a compatibility report. A romantic compatibility report. A romantic compatibility report. Get that. All right? And if you want, you get the numerology report. That's really good too. Numerology. Numbers are good. All right. So now, then you go to YouTube, Carbonation TV.
Got that.
And go to a playlist on my playlist that's called Astrology.
Okay.
Take your time and watch every one of those videos.
Okay.
There's also an astrology series on YouTube called 10-Minute Astrology.
What is it called?
In there. 10-Minute Astrology.
But it's on that playlist, right?
It's on that playlist, but not all of them. It starts you off. She has a series that teaches you. She breaks it down in 10 minutes. Each video, 10 minutes. So she breaks down what the houses are, what the signs are, what they mean. Everything down so that you know exactly. You're going to become an astrologer. Point blank period. But you just have to take the time and focus. Right. So much that you can learn if you can just take the time. And you're like, I'm going to really download this. I'm going to take this serious. Right. And I'm going to really learn astrology.
Right.
You know? And yeah, I think you can do it if you're interested.
But
I think that it's more.
It's not just like astrology that I want to learn. Like ever since I've been following y'all, I stopped eating meat for a whole month now. Like and like being here is killing me. Like I want to leave here. Like here in America, you know, we can't walk around barefooted like y'all do over there. We can't really be grounded like that over here. Like the climate,
back. That's another thing. You can't get. You know, when you eat your food, you don't owe back money. No, you owe back your digestion.
Exactly.
Your body digests, you owe that back to the earth.
That's what I'm really trying to do.
We're not giving it back to the earth. We're
giving
it to the stewards, the government.
And then not even only that, like, you know, the kind of fruits that y'all got out there in the tropics, we can't grow that over here. We need that type of soil. We need that climate over there for like dragon fruit. He's not understanding. Like, I'm really ready to leave. Like, I got a year and a half left before my lawsuit money settles out, and I'm trying to leave. Well, yeah.
Never let your right hand know what your left hand doing.
Right.
You heard? Because my enemy will attack you because, you know.
All right. Well,
just
you just like
smooth,
it's everything. It's not just the
smooth,
right.
and no, you got your hand in the lion's mouth. When your hand is in the lion's mouth, you do what? You pull it out slow. You pull it out slow because you don't want to antagonize the lion and chop your arm off. So you slide it out slow. So don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. Be smooth. Like the more you tell people stuff, the more they're able to use against you. That's the rules, you know what I mean? So don't tell them niggas nothing like move smooth, holla at chief, bring these resources together and let's move. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
All the time they about to attack the shit out you right now. It's like, you know, they relentless too. They about to be in your inbox. So if you don't even see the messages coming up already. But anyway, I'm proud of you. You on your way. I just told the last dude. I don't know why you ain't write all this stuff down when I told the last dude. But we can do it again. We can do it again if you want to. You got astrology
written down, but I'm right here. I'm ready.
All right.
So I got astrology. I got tarot.com for the central birth.
Right. So biology.
TV.
Write this down. Biology.
Okay. Biology.
Right. You want to study Bruce Lipton, Dr. Bruce Lipton, epigenetics.
Bruce Lipton, like the T-L-I-P.
Yes,
okay.
Lipton like the T.
Okay.
Bruce Lipton, epigenetics.
Epigenetics, okay.
Study all his work on YouTube. Go to sleep to his work. That's when you study your biology. You like, yo, I'm in my biology course.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When you got your astrology down, you might want to mix them up. be studying astrology, but I would rather just study them complete. Bruce Lipton, epigenetics.
Okay, I got that.
Master teacher of genetics. Crazy. This dude's the master.
Right.
Yeah, quantum physics. Quantum physics.
Okay.
Watch a movie called What the Bleep. What the Bleep.
What the bleep?
What the Bleep do we know? What the Bleep do we know is the name of the movie. It's on Netflix. It's on YouTube.
And I already got the I already heard the rest of the movies because that's my favorite movie. It's funny that you mentioned the movie Avatar. That's my favorite movie.
Avatar is that shit, and there's a lot of messages in that movie.
Yes, subliminals. Tell me about
Crazy,
it.
right?
So funny that you mentioned that. So now I'm like, I know why that was my favorite movie. So I got that. I got the other one that you said, Inception, right?
Right. Inception and Inception and Focus is another good one.
Focus.
Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah. The Matrix. But hold on, I gotta finish giving you the quantum physics.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch that movie. What the bleep do we know?
Okay.
And after quantum physics, melanin. You go on YouTube, put in melanin, listen to all the videos on melanin. Study melanin. Take notes. I want you to understand it. Tyrosin. I want you to understand the Lipton. I want you to understand everything about melanin. Study everything about melanin.
All right.
Right? On YouTube.
Right.
Google. Get into Google. Start studying the words. Like, and then on each one of these, I got videos on my channel, on my YouTube. But I'm teaching live classes on my. Also, add this to your list to learn my live classes.
Okay.
Go to my live. Listen to it. Hey, can you put this on charge? Oh snap! All right. So now we have grounding, studying grounding. There's a movie on YouTube called Grounded. That's
Grounded and Grounded.
Grounded. Yeah, Grounded.
Okay, got it.
Study that. If you can't, go into isolation. Go into a room where there's no subliminal messages anywhere. Only put the stuff in your mind that you want. Okay. Yeah, while you at it, study the subconscious mind by Bob Proctor. Subconscious mind.
By Bob Proctor?
Bob Proctor.
Okay.
Bob Proctor, the subconscious mind. That's a good one. And study my live classes. Yeah, that's it. You got your homework.
All right.
If you put all that knowledge in your mind and you really grasp it,
right,
you're gonna be a beast.
Right.
All of y'all gonna be a beast. For real. Y'all really gonna be something. I love myself.
Love myself.
Peace, God. Okay, I'm gonna let the next caller in. Seems like we're getting that knowledge out. Oh, they not letting me add no more people in the room now. Wow, they not even letting me add people to the room no more. I know y'all taking notes. It'd be smart for y'all to take notes too.
How you doing, Chief?
Peace, God. What's good with you? Everything good? What's good with you?
It's knowledge and wisdom.
Damn, it's breaking up bad, bro. It's breaking up bad.
Damn. I'm trying to find the right connection, man.
All right, there it is. Stay still.
You good? All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate and respect everything you're doing, bro. Your whole movement, bro. Everything, man, for real.
Hey, I appreciate you calling out and saying that, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I've been wanting to get out here for a minute, or a long time, bro. You don't understand.
Hey, dark skin brothers gotta stick together, bro.
Oh, for sure.
We dying out.
Hey, that's number one, bro. That's number one, man. But my bad. So many questions, man. I can't even get it out. Sheesh.
Hey, try to stay still, cause I got this jungle internet.
Oh, I got you. Let me.
Damn, bro, you breaking up like shit. Damn, bro, got the Metro PCS. All right, let me let Poppy Guru in. Hey, you gotta get your internet right because we can build, man. Poppy Guru, what's good?
Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
Where we calling from, Poppy Guru?
Yo, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm in school right now, actually, bro. I just got out of class.
Okay. What you in school for?
Business.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What you learned today?
Man, today, I'm still learning about myself more than in the books. You know what I mean? Let me step outside real quick. But I'm learning about life, man.
Wait, Guru, you start breaking up, Guru. You breaking up. It's like a lot of my haters be my admirers, man. They just be feeling like they can't get my attention, so they just be like, a lot of them want to like build with me, but they can't, so they just start hating me. They say things to try to get your attention. You know what I mean? They don't know how to constructively stay consistent so that they can get in touch with you. A lot of people they feel special within themselves, and if they don't get in touch with you, they feel as if you're ignoring them, or it's too many people in the room, or he's never gonna see me. So then they start to become something, just to say stuff. They start making jokes, and just to get some kind of attention. And that's how a lot of my haters start. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that. Some of my greatest haters are great intellectuals that just couldn't get in touch with me. What's up, Guru?
What up? Peace, man. How you doing?
What you say, baby? Yes. All right, so you said you was learning about yourself.
Definitely.
Okay.
What
you learning?
So I feel like, man, I see what you're saying about like how we are the observer. You know what I mean? And I feel like, and I'm learning about the brain and how we are electricity. How through your nerves, your dendrites receive electricity, sends it down your nerves, neurotransmitters to your synapses. So we are electricity. That's how we think. And how you saying about spells. So it's kind of like, I feel like there is an observer, and like kind of like we are the avatars, because we can also be, this body can be possessed by another being, another entity. So even though we control this body right now.
You think that your body can be possessed?
I feel like a spirit, yes. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've had experiences, man, like some real experiences where I have been possessed. I have seen beings of light come down to me and had a sort of back and forth with a being that came down and presented itself to me in a ball of light that looked like fire. And I didn't even know there was a person inside of it until it came forth to me, started laughing, but it was like speaking to me telepathically, not in like words or sound, but I knew what he was saying. So, and then it like rolled off. So, I mean, I do feel like there's other things out here in this world that we might not be able to comprehend.
Such a deep topic. I would like to dive into that, but that's such a deep topic. About, what if I told you that thing was you? It was an aspect.
That was the plan. Hold on, queens and kings. I'm just waiting for Nature McNasty to come back. Here he goes.
What's that one? We was about to talk about that. I'm finishing that.
You're losing your hair, Nature Boy. I think you need to pull up that do-rag like Fundy Feet said. Pull it up. Pull it up, Nature Boy.
My bad, guys. They keep cutting us off. Hey, you bring me some more water, babe? Yeah. Hey, Poppy Google, call me back, man. We was, there you go. All right, cool. All right, so yeah. I was saying, what if, these are different aspects of you, and I can show you in your astrology.
Okay.
Where, certain planets, like that could have been your Mars talking to your Mercury. You know what I'm saying? And you were playing a part of Mercury looking at your Mars. And because in astrology, we're multi-dimensional. You understand? Like your energies, you have a sun, which is the source of your energy. But you also have a moon sign. You have a moon energy. You have a Mercury energy. You have a Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. And these energies are within you. And sometimes these energies can be at war. So when we talk about spirits, we're talking about pieces of energy communicating with itself. Now, when you say you got possessed, I feel like when people get possessed, that is their mind at war with its own self. Do you understand what I'm saying? I just articulated that way better than I thought I could.
That was dope.
I went to the beach and I got back and my mind is clicking. My mind is clicking. I don't know.
You got that energy, man.
Yeah, I went to the beach for a vacation, little recharge. And man, that beach, it really got me back centered. Or for energies. But so you in school for business. Why business?
Right.
Why not biology or quantum physics?
I like numbers, man. Numbers are infinite. I want to study numbers, and I want to be able to make money doing something that will always be around. I love science too, though. I like biology. I like all this stuff, man. It's like if I could study it all, I would.
Yeah, you a student of
life.
But
I gotta pick something.
So let me ask you this:
right,
in the information age, why not teach yourself? Why go? Why go? Through the school system. Why not just do it yourself? I mean.
So I have been, man.
Because I feel like you feel like school is holding you back. Your ability to learn stuff at the velocity and speed that you want to learn it at, and giving you that control, right? Like, all right, today I want to study biology. Tomorrow I want to study astrology, and school is limiting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's going too slow.
Oh yeah,
way too slow. And actually talk about shit that you feel like is like data that you don't need for your life and your journey. Because you know what you want to learn. And I think even when you said you wanted to go to school for business, you just wanted to learn how to do business in society, right?
Yeah,
they're taking you down,
make money.
They're taking you down another tunnel. Some shit, right?
Yeah.
And you know this tunnel and this route that they're taking you is not constructive to your soul in this journey.
Right.
But it's the old way of doing things.
They put their ideologies in you, and they tell you what they want you to learn, and they try to bring you up as a citizen that they need for their society.
And in a world that has changed, their knowledge is not even conducive to the world that we live in today. The curriculum, the things that you're learning, you're living in a hold on, real quick, boss lady, hold on. What's up, baby? What's up?
Someone said, "Well, I'm looking around. It's because I'm in school. I'm actually in like a kind of like a study area, so I don't want to try to be too loud." Nice out here. Yo, my actual sister is in this room right now. That's crazy. I'm a Cancer.
You said you're a Cancer?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer. And I see my actual biological sisters in here.
Cancers, especially the men, y'all ain't able to retain a lot of knowledge, bro. You know, Malachi York was a Cancer. Like,
yeah, Dr. York, yeah.
Was a Cancer. It's a lot of Cancers, smart, intelligent beings, though. It's just that sometimes y'all get caught up with family, and that family gets you stagnant and caught up. So if you ever meet a Cancer that doesn't have a family, they can go make their own family. You know what I'm saying? And, yo, you guys are really bright. You guys hold a lot of knowledge. You already know this shit. Like, you naturally know. You know who else is a Cancer? Eddie Griffin.
Oh, smart, dude.
Eddie Griffin is hella smart, bro. It's a lot of 50 Cent's a Cancer. It's a lot of Cancers in the industry, bro. There's a lot of smart people. What's the name of the Cancer? The comedian. Short, dark-skinned dude. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
He's
a
Cancer.
Damn.
There's a lot of Cancers out there, bro.
Damn.
There's a lot of
You know, I was reading my chart. I did something online. Jim Jones. Damn. That's sick. So I kind of want to get back into the spiritual stuff you was talking about, man. How just seeing, because I always thought, like, I looked in the Bible, I was like, man, who could this person be? Could this been Jesus? Could this been my higher self? Because always, that's what sparked my whole trying to find knowledge. And it ran me down. Like, I ran into this video, What the Bleep Do We Know, on YouTube about quantum physics.
Yeah, I was just talking about
That's what got me into That's what got me in the quantum. I'm at 32 now, and I watched that when I was 18. That's what got me down this road of trying to figure out what is, like, this is this a verbal hologram we live in? Is this an electrical hologram?
So what we teach is that your astrological energy, your natal chart, right? You are programmed through your DNA, right? You are programmed. We call it a genome, right? And a genome is your active genes on your DNA strand, right? The active genes on your DNA strand, you are an expression. Your whole being is built around this code. And this being that you appear to be is an expression of that code. And you have a message you came to bring. You're a messenger. Each one of us are messengers, right? So the tree, its shape, its form, the color, the flower, it's all inside of its code. Every living being, every living entity, the molecule of what they are is DNA, right? And they have a different genome that gives them their phenotype, which is their physical anatomy. That's the physical expression of that code. You understand what I'm saying? So, once you know and understand life from a biological understanding, you realize that we are genetic codes. We're genetic code. That's what we are. And here's how what we found out in Carbonation. What we find out is that astrology, as above, so below. So astrology is the cosmos. That's astrology, astronomy. But below, which is fractal from up above, is biology. So when you look at biology, you get a genome. They can do now a human genome on you, right? You can pay for a human genome. To pay for a human genome is to show you all the genes that are active on your DNA strand and make you what you are, right? From your mom and dad.
Right.
Now, what astrology is how that genome is expressed through the cosmos, right? So astrology gives you a more in-depth of what these genes mean if you don't know how to read. genetic code. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know how to read genetic code, but we can read astrology.
Exactly.
Astrology is analogous in congruent with biology. So your genome is your astrological chart. This is what we found out. We're like, wow. So if you read your astrology, you figure out your genome and you figure out what your program is, why you're here, why was you born, you know, how well do you communicate? You know, I could do your chart right now and tell you everything about yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, why you had, you know, how well you communicate. Can you sing? Did you have did you have a full family? Why was you know what I mean? Your karma and all that. It's all in astrology. And man, astrology is so accurate. You know? And once you start reading it, you really get into astrology, dude. You got like the mechanics of life in your hand. Astrology, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you have astrology, it's like it's crazy. It's our like religion. That's our religion nature. And with you being a Cancer, you love family. Just the Cancer alone. Just Cancer. I don't know your rest of your energies. I could do your chart, but you being a Cancer, you love family. You like a really intelligent person, very loyal, very down to earth, very brave, a leader, natural born leader. You know, Cancer makes some good men, man. Like you guys are mama boys. You can be close to your mother, very mama boyish. You know what I mean? And this makes you respect that feminine energy, man, because, man, you respect women to a T, bro. You really do. But then y'all could be some comedians. All of the comedians are fucking, all of the comedians are fucking Cancers, bro. Y'all some funny ass niggas, because you know why? Y'all deal with emotions. And comedy is about timing. It's about timing. Like, saying shit at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And comedy is all about that. To mess with people's emotions. So you master the art of emotions. Bending water. You're a water bender. Cancer is the water bender. And so you bend emotions. You can play psychological, emotional games with people. You're about the psychological mind. You know what I mean? Like you want to learn the mind and how to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And control it. And, manipulate the mind. You know, that's Cancer. You feel me? The psychology of the mind. You want to play with it.
Yeah.
You know, you want to play with that. That's what you want. Like, and you gain a lot of knowledge. You want a lot of knowledge because the more knowledge you have, the more you're able to manipulate the mood and the energy of people. See, we are motion. We are energy and motion. So Cancers control the energy in the motion. So yeah, y'all the masters of water, and our body's 70% water. So y'all get on the girls, y'all the smooth dudes, know what to say to the chick, know how to get the chick, you know what chicks like. Y'all the master manipulators of the sign, man. I love Cancers, yo. Like y'all really intelligent, and y'all can use it for good, or you can use it for bad. More than likely, y'all use it for good because y'all empathetic. You tap into the emotions of everybody. So it's kind of hard for you to do somebody dirty because you feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You feel that shit. Like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? But sometimes that makes you act. A lot of Cancer men, they act super tough because they don't want to expose no emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so emotional. So,
and that hurts in relationships too sometimes, man.
Yeah, you got that poker
relationships with people. Yeah.
Won't show emotion. The most emotional people don't show emotion.
Yeah, right. Never. Dang. I need to get into astrology because you know what? Y'all talk about like houses and astrologies in this house and that house. I don't have no idea what that means, man. Like I tried to look it up. It's kind of complex. Like it's a lot of information. Like I that just inspired me to really dig deep into that, man. Because you really. I could feel your energy, man. You really do this shit. A lot of people think that you be fucking around. They look at everything else that's going on and be like, man, this dude is just fucking around. But man, I feel like, man,
I'm on it. I'm on it. I fucks with the Cancer male because y'all loyal too, yo, to a default. When it comes to y'all family, y'all die for y'all family, bro. Y'all will die with your family. Y'all like the Christ. Y'all willing to die with your family. You gonna rob with your family. Like if a woman if you ever get a woman pregnant, she got you. That's it. That's why you're afraid of it. You know it. She got you, dog. You got any children? No. I know you got you real careful on that shit. There's a chick get you or you got a kid. You know it's over with. It ain't gonna be no baby mama.
Yeah. Dang.
32 years old, no child. I'm like, see.
You're crazy careful,
you gotta be
man.
careful because you know your heart. You like, yo, I can't bear a woman talking about she taking my child from me. So you gotta make sure it's the right one. Plus, you smart because these women out here, they relentless, man. They'll take your child, put you on child support, and you be like, this bitch done transformed on me. I thought you was my friend. Real. We live in a society that you don't need a man. And anytime you don't need a man, then there's an option to leave your ass. Oh no, we're not gonna stick around for the problems and working through the problems when there's an option to leave. Who the fuck's gonna work their hardest or put all into what they have if they have an option to leave? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna start a business, right? But there's an scapegoat when things get hard.
Nah, you need to be
locked in. When there's a plan B, our women have a plan B. They don't need us. You know, so
the government got them, man.
Because there's no plan. There's a plan B. There's no commitment. You know, a motherfucker be like, I'm out. You know?
Yeah. And that's kind of why I really fuck with y'all movement, because y'all really out there, man.
Yeah,
it's like y'all out there.
Really somebody actually do polygamous.
Yeah, out there. I believe, man, we are human beings, man. I believe whatever works for you. This crazy. I was just thinking about that, because it's like other species in the world, they live according to nature. Right. We live according to law and made up man's law. So it's like, man, if you get back to nature, man, you need to get back to your roots. You'll figure out what's right, what's going to work for you versus what people tell you.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're at.
And that's why I like, because like how you said, man, I went on a little vacation in the beach. You recharge, you got grounded. I'm like, bro, I'm in a desert. I don't know if you can see that.
Some people don't even got
I'm in a desert.
Some people got that.
Ain't no water out here. It's sun.
Oh, no,
it's a lot of sun. You can get grounded.
Has to be around water, dude.
I know, and I ain't got no water. You know what? I got a reading before I came out here, and the female told me, man, you're not gonna like that energy.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you,
you're not gonna like that energy out here.
Like, it's not even a want; it's a need. Your mind doesn't function, and you going to school, so your mind is not gonna function well without water.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do to make up water is you're gonna find yourself tapping into a lot of females, because females represent a body of water. So what you're doing now, you might notice, is that you're seeking women more than ever. Because of the fact that they're the rulers of water, they're the rulers of emotion. So for you to make up for the lack of water in your life, you're actually kind of thirsty on women right now. Because it's like you're not this dependent on women usually. But because you're in the desert and there's no water, no rain, you need rain, you need water, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you, it's like, you need to hit a beach quick.
Struggling out here.
You're gonna feel like the party you was going, it's gonna be deplenished. People can drain you real easy. You gotta know.
That's why I'm trying to grow my hair out, my beard out. Yeah. I'm trying to grow everything out I can get. You know, I'm taking away my vitamins, vegan. You know, I'm really trying to live extremely healthy, because I know I'm missing out.
Got that water around you, you will look for emotional moments to rule up the emotions in you and make you feel something. And women are the greatest thing. If you want to feel something, get in tune with a woman, because she gonna make you feel something. Shit. You know what I'm saying? She gonna make you feel something. They in the room right now.
Definitely.
You gonna have 3-4 in your inbox after this.
It's
you know
crazy.
What I mean?
And you know what? I've been trying to get online with you for a while, because I be hearing what you saying, bro. And it's like, damn, bro, like, how I ain't got by nature by my name, only because I feel like I just want to be 100% my identity, not because I'm not down with the movement. It's just because that's just a name I've had. It's something that I feel connected to it.
By the time you put by nature on your name, these demons.
That's what I mean.
Like, a nigga put by
that's
nature
what I
on
mean.
his demon. As soon as they do it, they're like, brrr. Motherfucker motherfucker demon just pop out. He's like, oh, I wasn't ready. Hold on. Let me delete this. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, because man, I like when people 100% committed and passionate to what they're doing, man. Because a lot of teachers will say one thing, but when you see them, they out here eating McDonald's. They got all this bullshit going on in their life. And it's like, you just talking about this, but you're not really living. You're not walking it.
Messed up, but
you know.
You gotta get this burger. I'm like, man.
Come on, man.
But I guess that messenger, you gotta take their message and keep going, you know. But it's kind of crazy, you know. It's all good.
Yeah.
I gotta be in the jungle, man. I have to be in the jungle. I can't not be in the woods. Like, I gotta be in the jungle. I upgraded myself in the jungle. First, I started off with just tents, and I like, nigga, I'm getting me a little house. I got me a house. Now I got like a compound. You know what I'm saying? So I just when you consistent and your mind is on something, and now my next thing is to like, I ain't gonna tell you all that, but I'm doing something big right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing something.
That's right. Keep it quiet so people can't bring you.
Like, it's gonna be even bigger.
I want to say, man, I want to be there, man. I want to be part. I got your back, dog. Like, man, like I was in the military. I'm just getting out the military, so we were all over the place, man. Like that was my first time living outside, living in the elements, living in the rain, living in the snow.
Yo, they coming at
eating
you,
off the like crazy, huh?
Oh, bro, they coming at you right now, bro.
Getting on my shoulders out here, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. They're getting on my shoulders, bro.
They talk about me.
Getting that.
Bobby, they talk about me, Bobby.
Oh, man. Why they be talking like this, man?
Hey, yo.
I'm trying to build over here.
Hey, yo, you funny, man. They talk about me. I have my shoulders up like this.
Oh. I'm like, damn, what y'all mean about the shoulders, bro? What you mean? You gotta flex real quick or something? Like, I ain't been in the gym for a minute, but hold up, bro. I've been in school. Get right. Get right. Flex the shirt a little bit in here. Yo, it's crazy. My sister, my biological sister, following. It's great. I see her in the room talking about what up, brother. I'm like, my real sister, not like my real sister in the room right now. I'm like, yo, what? Like people fucking with you out here, man. That's crazy.
Word, bro, you a comedian, bro. He said, my shoulders. Yeah. Y'all talking about my shirt.
Hold on, bro. I know Chief got the shirt off right now in the sun. Glistening. I mean, let me get my glistening real quick.
That was funny shit right there, bro. I'm used to this shit. Like, people talk about me all the time. I'm used to it, man. I like it. I just feel like certain people can't get your attention, and, you know, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a troll.
Yeah, but like you said, everything has a message. And man, one thing I've been thinking about, because you were just talking about, but be careful what you say because of the witchcraft you're spelling. So it's like, you know, you say like peace reflections a lot. So learning with atoms, knowing that the same atom could be in two different places at the same time. We can be, so that's the same kind of, so it's almost like when you say you speak to yourself. It's superposition. When you speak to yourself, it's almost like, what does that really mean? That sound. What does sound mean when you can use it to manipulate objects? You can manipulate yourself. You can, when someone is angry at you, they're really angry at themselves. So it's like, what is this form of sound? What is writing? What is language? You know, like ancients were using it to move objects and build pyramids and use their ley lines. Electricity.
Yeah, electricity.
So it's like, what is? So you think you can tap? Like, what is the ultimate form? You know what I mean? Like, what is, like, we are the observer. This is the body, the tool, what is the ultimate form of the observer?
Nothing.
Nothing. Everything and nothing, right? Like, that's what it's everything, but it's not anything tangible. You can't feel it. You can't see it. You can't.
It's not tangible. Yeah, it's nothingness. It's meaningless. And that's the sad part. That's the part we don't want to think about. Yeah, right. Because I feel like we're in a movie.
That's why life is a gift.
We're in a movie, right? This is how I look at it. We're in a movie, right? And us being in a movie, we're characters in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're the director at the same time. So, like, if you're in a movie and you're supposed to be playing a role in a movie, but you keep reminding yourself that you're not the character of the role that you're playing, it messes up the movie. So once I woke up and realized that I was the director, the actor, and the actor that I'm acting against, I just played my part. That's all that you could do. You just got to know your character. And the way you know your character is by studying yourself and knowing thyself and being thyself unapologetically. You got to be you, because that's your role. Your program is your role. And the more you know yourself, the more you can be yourself. All you can be is you.
Damn.
That's it.
Damn.
That's it, man. We already know we're the director. That's God. You know what I mean? But
so when did you start waking up?
Your role, man. Once you understand your role, you're good. You know your part. Huh?
When did you realize that, man? Like, what was that process like for you? Because I know you was talking about you know,
it's
from
been
New
all
York,
my life.
you was in the streets.
Yeah, man. Like, I've always had friends like you. We sit around and just talk about shit. Like,
yeah.
It's usually a female, so females are dope. Females, you can talk to them about anything. They be
anything.
A female's mind, like, especially, we don't give enough credit, but women are smart. Women they tap in. They tap into the depths of knowledge. Some women, you can talk to them about anything, and then they'll go through some stupid shit. That don't mean that they rule by that, but they can tap into it. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
A lot of women is fucking intelligent, bro. Like Nana, like I could talk to Nana about everything. She still got her little home. She got little hold-ups, but
yeah,
it's like,
you seem like it, man.
Yeah, she's like, I could talk to certain people, man. It's not often I meet a dude I can talk to though.
Yeah,
you pretty smart, man. I think the ladies, they fall in love with you right now. You putting that mojo on them.
I think, man, I just want to. That's my thing. Like, I just want to know what everything means. Because I used to be a hardcore Christian, man. I used to be in that Bible thumping, like going through verses, trying to figure out Revelations, trying to figure out Genesis. You know, how did people fall from grace? And it led me to thinking, like, well, it might not be about religion. It's about nature. You know,
the
it's
7
about
deadly sins. Yo, watch this movie, bro. It's out right now. Go see it if you can. Take one of these chicks in the room. Whoever's in the Where you at again?
I'm in Albuquerque right now, New Mexico, man.
Oh, damn. I heard it's dangerous out there.
It's very dangerous. It's like the highest murder rate. It's crazy crime. It's
wild calm to be such a dangerous place.
Like I said, man, I was in the military, man. Like,
okay.
Like, I'm ready.
That's the movie.
I'm dangerous too.
Sam, if you could go watch that movie, Sam, bro.
Oh, it just came out, huh?
Bro, that movie is deep. Deep.
Okay.
Yo, it's way deeper than what it appears to be. It's deep.
I'll definitely do that.
You gonna like it, bro. I know you gonna like that movie. You're talking about the 7 deadly sins and a wizard and shit, like it was crazy.
Okay. Yeah, man, because I'm all about just trying to figure out, like, what is real, man. Like, I always used to think, like, if God really put us here for this, like, I don't feel like he really meant for us to do anything great sometimes. Like, it's,
so God is not he. God is not a he. I mean, We are God.
Right.
Man is God. The concept of God, right, came from the mind of man. So did man create God or God create man? I think that man created God. You know?
Right.
And man created God.
Right.
Because the concept of God has came through the mind of a man. A man said that God existed.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just believe in what men say.
Right.
But that's as much as we know, as much as we can actually objectively say that God is a concept that came from the mind of a man, given to us as a system, as a belief system, to digest our existence. To try to digest our existence, we have used the belief system of God. But man has made that up in his mind. And we have believed into it. And so it's real. What's real is what we believe. That's reality, belief.
So when you look at another person and you're like, my reflection, and I see myself, I love myself, like what does that really mean for you? Like you looking at another guy?
The ear and the energy that you're using to express who you are is the same energy I'm using. The same air that you're breathing right now is the same air that I'm breathing. The same energy you're using is the same energy that I'm using.
Damn. You got a lot of gems, man. You got a lot of jewels, man.
Different expression. We're using the same force of energy. Oxygen, breathing, same energy source. Different expression, different genome, right?
Right.
You are me and I'm you.
So what do you think about evolution?
I think that life is like breathing in and breathing out. The breathing in process is when we gain all the knowledge.
Right.
This is the golden age at the top of the breath.
Right.
Then breathing out is just expressing it all until it becomes nothing again. We go ignorant. And then we go to the beginning of the breath when we're just learning, we're just learning, we're just breathing in. We just start the breathing. We're not full of it. We're not full of it yet. And once we get full of it, we become God. And then we let it all out. We express it and enjoy it and express it and this is. And then we become dark age again. And we breathe and we breathe it in and we learn it, we learn it, we learn it, we learn it, we learn. And then we become, and then we forget. We let it all go and then we forget. That's life.
You sound like one of them gurus, like for real, bro.
I'm definitely a guru.
That's what they talk about, man. Breathing in. How they breathe, the breath, man. How important the breath is when you
somebody like
breathing is essential to learning. Amen.
Yo, that shit
you sound like one of them gurus.
That went over their head.
Yeah, man. Understanding is more than just. One thing that I always heard is you learn as you teach. You know, you learn as you speak. We constantly evolve. So even that when you have a thought, even if you're regurgitating a thought, you're constantly learning. So I did see someone was like, he making stuff up, but it's just like, man, that's kind of like how you learn. Like these realizations or like these eureka moments. It's like, when you said you was at the beach, just like that sun gives you energy, and that energy is also knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it's electric. And that's what it's like. That's what we are birthed from, the roots. You know, when we go back to our roots, it's almost like a USB drive connecting into a computer and pulling out knowledge. And it's like really USB drive connecting into the computer. getting that knowledge, man, constantly learning. And that's why I like talking to people that got this not. Cause I hate talking to people that can't teach you nothing, man. Can't tell you, man. Even if it's controversial, tell me something.
You can't even bounce your mind off. Like, at least be a catalyst for my growth. Damn.
At least, at the
if I'm
very
gonna
least,
deal
man.
with something, if I'm gonna give my energy to something, at least let it grow me and evolve my mind.
Even if I don't agree, yeah. right, man. Because I don't feel like everybody is going to agree.
The best thing for you to do is search for people that grow you, man.
Mm-hmm.
That elevate your mind to that higher frequency of thought.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I stay there. I live there. In the highs. In the highest thoughts. Like where we at right now is like some of the highest thoughts you can have in this consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Some people always thinking low vibrational, of what we are. These are called low vibrational beings. They live down there. They eat food. They live. They smoke. They drink. And you know them different. You know the difference because maybe you have friends that are like lower selves or reflections, and every time you talk to them, it's like you can never talk high vibrational with them.
Yeah.
They always be like, "What?"
Yeah.
They never like.
Yeah, that's how a lot of rappers are, man. That's why, like, I heard a little few bits of y'all music, man. That those beats, I'm like, dang. For one, they got some dope beats. But then I heard some of the lyrics coming through when y'all was working on it. He was telling old boy, he's like, I don't know, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know who you was talking to. So I just said, old boy. But she was telling him, like, nah, man, don't mess with the vocals. The vocals are good. He's like, yeah. I need to put that music out, man. Because there's so much trash out
There's
here.
a lot of good music we put out, but it's only for the gods. You got to be a god to listen to our music. Like, our music is not trending.
Right.
Our music is for like advanced souls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nature boy, stop it. Advanced souls. Nature boy, you won't. Man, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you, man. Queens and Kings, I can't wait till I drop it.
Hey, y'all messing with
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy what I'm gonna drop. Oh my gosh.
Look, man, make sure you hit me.
The tracks I'm going to drop this summer.
On a regular basis, I like talking to you, bro.
Nature boy is gonna be in trouble. The whole Carbonation is gonna be in trouble.
Y'all all been cool.
They're gonna be in so much trouble. They're gonna try to take my beat. That's how much trouble they're gonna be in.
They about to attack you in your inbox, though.
Man, I was doing homework, man. I seen you on that live, and I was like, man, I'm gonna try to get on live with this dude today, man. I'm gonna see what's going on.
Queens and Kings, especially the Queens, y'all gonna love this track. I'm either gonna drop it in June or July. I'm just studying Nature Boy right now. I've been studying him since October. But Queens and Kings, especially the Queens, you're gonna love the track so much. It's just gonna motivate y'all. Y'all gonna be playing this at work, especially the Kings.
Appreciate it, bro.
Peace, bro.
How about you put them shells in the garbage, man? Nasty ass dude.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good today, man. How you feeling?
Where you going at? I gotta go get a quiet space because I did not know you were supposed to be. I'm at work.
I got you.
How are you?
Everything good. Sitting over here building with the gods.
Oh, we gods now.
Godly thoughts.
Oh, we gods now. You sucking up. Your money getting low. Your money getting low. Now we gods. I thought we were bloodsuckers. Did you say we bloodsuckers? Oh, your money getting low. Now we gods.
I was over here busting up trying to give Poppy attention. He wasn't paying me no mind.
Poppy in the inbox. Hit him up in the inbox.
It was all right. In the video, it was cool with the comments, but I'm good. I'm good.
Shit, man. Somebody said, add me back. She ready. Edge, he said I'm trying to shout out too.
What's up, family? Let me say what's up to the family. How you doing, everybody? Sitting here with the Master Chief.
Where you at?
I've been watching you for some time now. I'm in Jersey.
So, are you good? You good with them shape-ups?
Everything is well. Oh, bless.
You good with them shape-ups?
Actually, I do shape-ups. I do haircuts. I do fades. I do locks. I do color enhancement, all of that good stuff. And I think I'm about to get another cut coming right now. How y'all doing? Y'all both getting a cut or just one? I'll be right
Okay, hit me back, all right? Go ahead and chop somebody's antenna off.
Definitely an honor and a privilege. You gotta bust it up one day.
No doubt. Go ahead and chop somebody's antenna off.
What'd you say?
Go ahead and chop that antenna off.
I got you. Well, that's what they want, military. I work outside of, Fort Dix McGuire Air Force Base?
I heard of it, yeah.
That's where I work outside of. So, yeah, that's their regulations. That's their haircut. That's their uniform. So, I got to keep them tight.
All right. Thank you, God.
All right. Best of love. Take care.
I did chop mine. I know. Never again. Never, ever, never, ever.
Nature boy, stop it. You know why you cut your hair? We all know. Stop it. Stop it. You cut your hair. You cut your hair because you pulled Ileana's out. That's why you cut your hair. And you made everyone else around you cut their hair. So Ileana, don't feel bad about herself. Stop your lies.
Get is talking to other humans. That's it. You want to talk to God, talk to other people. So every night I pray to God and he don't say nothing back. Imagine if we prayed to each other. Because man is God. Man made up God in his image. Man made God in his image. And then treats man like shit. Well, man is God. Man made God in his image. Not God didn't make man in his image. Man made God in his image. Even in the Bible, it says, how can a man say he loved God who he had never seen and hate his brother that he's seen every day? It's like, it doesn't even make any sense. God is each other. We are God. How you treat God is how you treat other people, man. If you want to talk to God, you got to talk to other people. That's the closest you ever going to get. A relationship with God is your relationship with other human beings. In your relationship with nature. So talking to each other, our ability to communicate to each other is our ability to communicate with God. Man, may God.
Nature boy, stop your lies because we all know what you're trying to do. You're a hypocrite. Okay? First, you said you're not doing IG anymore. Okay? You thought your YouTube subscribers were going to follow you. Let's see how that worked out, Nature Boy. Let's go check that out. Has that worked well for you? I don't see 81,000 up there, Nature Boy. Where's the 200 people you was expecting, Nature Boy? Tuh, Nature McNasty.
Although we're two separate entities, we are made to connect, to understand ourselves through that connection. So, like when I look at the female, I see the most intimate way to connect to God. Ooh, yes. That's it. That is the most intimate way to connect to God. That is like the closest you ever could get to God is a female. I mean, think about it, right? Me and Poppy, we could talk. But me and a woman, we could make love. I mean, what's more intimate than that? I mean, don't you exchange information when you kiss? Don't you exchange information when you swap fluids? I mean, inside your fluids, DNA. It's information. It's the essence of what you are. And then what is sex? What is this? What is that? Why do we do that? Why do we have to do that? Why does this feel so good? Why do we want to do that? Because it feels good, right? But why? Why do we have to do this? Why not some other shit? Why that movement? Why not? Why do we have to do this? Why is there a hole there? Why do you have to stick your body, an extension of your body, which is your penis, that gets hard, and you have to stick it in there and go like this, and then it rubs these sensors, and then you both orgasm. What is an orgasm? What does this climax mean? Like, what is it? You know, what does this mean? Like, what is happening? Although we love to do it, and we're ashamed of it because we love to do it, right? And it's something I think that makes us have to deal with each other intimately. So we're ashamed of it. We're uneducated about it. What is this?
And see how weak his phone really is.
Ritual. That's really so taboo about. What is this? What is this? Why do we have to do this? Friction, sensors, orgasmic energy, flow, magnetic pull, push, pull, push, pull, communication, God. So man's communication with God is through female. His deepest, most intimate communication is through female. Unless the man is bisexual, then he can enter the body of a male or female. People will say that, ew, two men can't sleep together, but they do it. There's a pleasure exotic zone in the anal. So it wouldn't be there, it wouldn't feel good, and people wouldn't do it if it wasn't meant to be. So they do it. They do it all through nature, they do it. So I'm not concerned with your personal preferences more than I'm worried with the science of the ideal. If the male or the female enters each other's body zone in an intimate way, this is the deepest connection to God that we have. It's funny because when we're having sex, what do we call? We like, oh my God, oh God. Listen to porn and count how many times we say God. This is my homework for you guys today. I want you to find some porn and listen to how many times God is said in the middle of a porn while they're having sex. How many times do we say God without even knowing? We say God, God. We always say God. If you watch porn, you know first thing they say is God. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. They always say God. Like we always call each other God when we have sex. It's just an amazing thing. I've noticed. I watch a lot of porn. I like watching humans have sex. Humans having sex is crazy. It's dope. Turns me on. They say that when you see somebody doing something that you're doing it, that your subconscious doesn't know the difference, and that there's neurons in your brain called mirror neurons that don't know the difference between what you're looking at, what you're actually doing. I think sex is an amazing, amazing thing, far beyond what we have conceived it to be. I think that sex is a way of life. When you eat, you have sex. When we're talking, we're having sex. Anytime you're exchanging energies, you're having sex. Just not physical, sexual intercourse. Because intercourse means to communicate. The word intercourse means to communicate. If you don't believe me, look it up. The word intercourse means to communicate. So when you're intercoursing, exchanging of energies, exchanging of information. I mean, that's life. The trees exchanging oxygen and carbon with me, and everything is connected. We're talking right now, you're receiving something from me. Exchange of information to transfer. So why is sex such a taboo thing? It's not all throughout nature. Throughout nature, it's not. It's just like, it's a thing. It's just, we do it. No shame. But we have shame when we do it. Why are we so shameful? We've been taught that. Trained to be ashamed of ourselves. And then people always go back to the Bible. Well, the Bible says that Adam and Eve were ashamed. The Bible was written by man. The Bible was written by man. God was made up by man. We made up God. God didn't make us, we made God. Because man is God. We made God in our image. Sex is dangerous when you're incompatible, when you're exchanging energies with food or energies with an entity or things that deplete you of your energy. It's dangerous when you are in a relationship with something that's taking more than it's giving. You're in an abusive relationship when something is giving you more than you receive, than you're giving. When you're in an abusive relationship, when it's not an equal exchange, it's not fair, it's not just, it's not right that you don't get to have an orgasm. That it's more enjoyable for your partner than it is for you. It's not cool to talk to people that don't understand you. Or people that call you and dump on you all their problems, and get off the phone and you feel that burden on your heart. You're in control though. Huh? You said you missing Aya's food. Look like a scary movie scene.
Hey, Chief.
Hey, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jaleesa from Philly.
Jaleesa from Philly. I like Philly chicks. Philly chicks, they are.
Don't gas me up, Chief.
I'm serious.
Anyway.
See, y'all even know not to get gassed up.
No, but I have a question. So, I don't know, I was looking at a lot of videos, reading a lot of books and stuff. So I wanted to know about, like, when we hear through karma. So, like, once you figure out, I guess you are God and you reach your higher self, do you still live out your karma? Or how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, I think one of the videos you were saying, like, everybody's here, or some people here for, like, karma they did in their past life.
Yeah, some people here in their grace.
Okay, so it's not,
and then there's grace.
So it's not all bad then?
No. Some people are here just to help.
Okay. I thought it was, like, all bad.
Nah, man. Some people, I mean, it couldn't be that because then nobody can grow. We need to grow from each other. So some of it's here, like yourself, you probably sent here to learn so that, or download, not learn, but download your mission so that you can start being, obviously you're a good woman. Obviously you came here to do right because I mean, come on, look at where you at, man. You listen to me. Come on. Like, this is crazy.
Hey, yeah.
I'm serious, though. I mean, think about this, though. You got to be into some deep shit to find me.
No, you know what? I really was, though. Before I filmed you, I was, like, looking at a lot of videos and stuff and looking at the, it started with Aboriginals. I was looking at them online and how they live. So, I don't know, I just had this thought of, what if, we all live like that? Like, over in Australia.
And that's where it's coming to. It's coming to that. Either that or you're going to die off. That's what it's coming to. Like.
That's what I was doing. Then I wound up finding you. I was looking because I never been out the United States. So I was looking how was it to live outside the United States. I wound up Googling it. Then that's how I came across your videos and stuff. That was like back in January.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope that you found me through that. That's good. I'm glad you found me there. Because I was lived out Philly before too, man. South Philly. I am you. Like I'm my root. I come from where you come from. Like you can feel it. I think that people are attracted to who they are, whether they like me or not. Yeah. I'm a part of you. Me and you got a special connection, even if you hate me or not. Like me and your soul got ties. You know, all 227 people in this room. Me and your soul got ties. Like I am you. Like I'm a part of you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was listening to your story before when you were saying about your life and stuff, about what you've been through. And I was in foster care for like 10 years of my life, but I was always like here to tell people about it. I don't know, I was like embarrassed to tell people about it, especially when I was in school. So once I got older, I guess I could talk about it more about what I've been through. But it was I don't know, it was deep when you was like younger. You don't think about it as much as you do when you get older. I don't know.
That's a fact. I'm about to get offline now, man. Spend time with my family, relax. I gave y'all, my extended family, some time of mine. My energy, I'm about to go recharge it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Go ahead, it's a beautiful day.
He said, go ahead. It's a beautiful day.
A beautiful day.
Yo, I fucks with Philly, though. But thanks for calling in and inspiring me today.
No problem. Peace, Chief.
Peace, God. Peace, y'all. Y'all hold it down.
Queens and kings, thank you for always coming. You guys You queens and kings, kings and queens, you don't know how like appreciative I am for you guys to come into my life and we could talk. I thank you. I thank you so, so much. And if Nature McNasty is back on tonight, we live again, queens and kings, kings and queens. I love you all dearly. Like for real, for real. I consider you all my family. Thank you so, so much. Much love and respect. The Saint Tommy and King. You done know.